This is a bedtime story for my American friends. Once upon a time, I was a newborn government. I was a very small government and not very strong. I had many fathers, but they were very mean and they didn't want me to grow up. They wrote some very strict rules which made it very hard for me to grow up and be like the big governments overseas. But like all little governments, I still dreamed of a day when I would grow up and be big and strong. Well, the years slipped by, and whilst I got older, I didn't get much bigger or much stronger. But after enough years had passed, none of my fathers were alive anymore. All of those men who wrote those nasty rules were gone. And I realized a funny thing. Though I was only little, I had now been around longer than anyone alive, and my people began to forget why my fathers wrote those silly rules. And so I, the little government, waited and watched. I knew my chance to grow up would finally come, and if I was patient, my dream of being a big, strong government would finally come true. And as this time passed, my people slept soundly in their beds. Until one day there was trouble. The economy was bad, and some people were going through very hard times. Well, I knew my time had come. I knew exactly what to do. "I'll look after you," I said. "I'll get everything back under control. All you have to do is let me get a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger and break those rules just a little bit. And I promise I'll look after you." And my people thought about it, and for as long as any of them could remember, their little government had been very obedient and had caused very little trouble at all, and they were much nicer people than my fathers were, and so of course they said yes. "We will let you grow a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger and break those rules just a little bit. And you'll look after us and keep everything under control." So I grew, a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger, and I felt better. And my people felt better too. They were mostly very happy, and they went back to sleep and slept soundly in their beds. Well, from then on, whenever there was trouble, every time someone needed help, I would spring into action. "I can help. Let me save you from your trouble. I will get everything back under control." And every time I helped, of course, I got a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger and a little bit happier, and those awful rules which my fathers wrote way back when I was born, they were almost forgotten. Well, soon I'd become as big and as strong as the governments overseas, which my silly fathers ran away from all those years ago, but no one seemed to mind. So I kept growing, bigger and stronger, and, well, my people, they seemed happy. They kept sleeping. And soon I was so big and so strong, I was able to do anything. Whatever you needed, I could provide. If you were in danger, I could protect you, even if that meant protecting you from yourself. No matter what the situation, I'm there for you. No job too big or too small. Well, of course, it isn't easy to look after everyone all at once, so to make things easier, I had to divide people into groups, and the cost of some groups had to be paid by other groups, and there were some groups that I liked, and there were other groups that... Well, anyway, there were a few very special groups that helped me to look after the people, and some that even helped me to grow bigger and stronger, and I liked those groups very much. They're my friends. And for a very long time, my people slept soundly in their beds, secure in the knowledge that their big and strong government had everything under control. But some of my people didn't appreciate all of the good things that I was doing for them. Some of these ungrateful people began to suggest that I'd become too big and should be made small again, that those old forgotten rules should be applied once again. They wanted to turn me back into that little, weak government that I used to be. See, I understand something that these ungrateful people do not. They can't live without me. They need me, even if they don't know it. Well, I did what I had to do. I have to protect myself from these naive people. I have to make them obey me for everyone's sake. But they just don't understand. They refuse to go back to sleep. Well, lately things have been very dangerous for me. Some of these naive, ungrateful people even tried to take me, their government, over and force me to obey those archaic rules. And for a little while, it looked like they might succeed. But I have friends, remember? And just when it seemed that all might be lost, that all of my hard work and all of our progress might be lost, that I was about to be taken back to my childhood. Well, my friends stepped in, and smart people, good people who understand how important I am, did whatever it took to ensure that this big and strong government would never become small and weak again, and that I would always be able to keep everything under control. Well, here we are. I am your government, and I am big, and I am strong, and you need me. And I have everything under control. All you need to do is go back to sleep.